Hi, this is Frida. Welcome to my channel. Today I will be demonstrating how to knit this lovely stitch that I have knitted a couple of years ago. So I'm just going to show you how to knit the stitch, not the whole cardigan. Okay, so I'm just going to cast on a total of 30 stitches. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I don't have enough yarn left. 26. Oops, 26. Let's do 27. That would be enough just to show you how to one more maybe. 28. Well, I was close. Okay, so I'm just using these are one of my short straight needles, US 11, and it says 8mm, and just one of my worsted yarns. So for the first couple of rows, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna knit, and at the end I did crochet the edges. So I'm just gonna knit here. Just a couple of rows you can knit and purl the back. It's up to you, or you can do a rib stitch, one knit, one purl, or two knit, two purl. Okay, I knitted this sweater years ago and I sold it on my Etsy shop. I think it was 2009, I believe, or 2010, and it went to Holland. And after that, everyone asked about the pattern. How do you knit this? I had so many things going on, and I kept on saying I will do a tutorial. I will do a tutorial and post it on YouTube. But I never had the chance till today. It's on one of my do lists, right? And sometimes you just don't have the time. Okay, so I knit it, and gonna just purl it here, purl this row, and at the front we will start to start the stitch. It does look complicated, but actually it's not. It's time consuming, and I did it when I had the time. Like, it's not a 3-day project. It takes a couple of weeks, more than 10 days I would say, to knit it. And just okay, this is how I purl. Okay, you can continue making the rib at the beginning before you start the stitch as long as you want. I'm just doing a demonstration, so okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to knit the first stitch. I'm just going to skip it. And what I'm going to do is knit 2 stitch. And I'm going to yarn over because I'm increasing here, I have to decrease here. And knit the second yarn over. These yarn overs are, we're gonna frog it later, so that's why I'm doing a yarn over. I don't want the go to the way, and it will stop here. So knit 2 together. Oops, knit 1, yarn over. We're knitting 2 together because of the yarn over. I don't want to have double stitches, like I don't want to increase stitches here. So yarn over, knit 2 together, knit another one, yarn over, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 2 together. This yarn over is going to be a purl stitch from the front. Yarn over, 2 together, knit 2 together, knit, and then knit the last stitch. Okay, so from the back, from the wrong side of the work, you knit what you see. So if you see a purl stitch, just purl it. The yarn that's coming up here is over my neck. I do Turkish style, or I think you call it Portuguese style. So for this one, this is going to be a knit stitch, because we're going to do a purl from the back. And purl the 2 stitches. Knit 1. So you continue crocheting like this for 5 rows, and I'll meet you at the front of the work. So when you come back, you see knit, you knit. See a purl, you do a purl. So 2 knit, 1 purl, 2 knit, 1 purl. So continue knitting like this for 5 rows, and I'll meet you at the right side of the work. This is the front of the work after knitting 5 rows, 2, 4, 5. Well, I knitted all the way to this end. I said we'll meet you at the right side of the work. I just wanted to show you how it looks like. Okay. Well, on the cardigan I have knitted with lace. Well, it wasn't lace, it was mohair blend yarn. And so this is the worsted yarn it looks like, but it's the same stitch, same stitch that I have knitted. So 2 knit, 1 purl, 2 knit, 1 purl, and then you can see that we did the yarn over here. So when we unravel it, it will stop all the way here, and then I did the crocheting on the edge. Like I said, you can do several ways to start the stitch. Okay, so I'm on the back of the work. What we're going to do is we're going to be knitting 2 stitches at a time. It's easier to show it to you instead of writing it down or explaining. So that's why I like the tutorial. I have it. It's way easier to show it than explaining it. So when you come back to the wrong side, we're going to be starting. Okay, so here we go. I don't knit the first stitch. What you can do is, this is how I did mine. I took that stitch and I went 5 rows down here. So what I do is I knit them together, those 2 stitches, I go down 1, 2, 3. Then I knit those two together for the, so you can see the pinch, to create that pinch on the front. And I just knit this regular stitch and I purl, so I skip one, knit this stitch. I'm going to do the same to this one. I'm going to do a pinch, or you can just grab a needle. Just can't find one of my here. When you look for something, you can't find it. Or you can just grab if you can't do it the way I'm doing it, you can just grab one of these cable needles, or you knit socks or crochet hooks to help you. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you just grab this one here, and then you knit these together. You purl these together. Just like that. Whichever you feel comfortable. So we do these pinches, I call them the pinches, to create that nice look. I do it, you work it on your wrong side of the, see, I can't even, I'm so used to doing it to grabbing it, and then you can, yeah, you just need to knit these two stitches together, so whichever you feel comfortable, purl it, I'm sorry, purl-wise, because we're, whichever you feel comfortable. Just like this, to create that pinch, that tunnel, or I made a tutorial on how to crochet a tunnel stitch. 3, 4, 5. It's similar to that one, but it's only 2 stitches. So 2, 4, 5. Just grab this. It's just one of the stitches. And knit those together. Yeah, to create that bumpy. So knit one, and you skip 1, 2, and then you make the same. So you just count 2, 4, 5. It's here. Just grab it together like this. It is time consuming, especially if you're knitting a bigger project with this stitch. So it's this stitch, 5. I think I figured out it's machine made. I think it was one of the sweaters that I had machine, and I tried to figure out how to create it, and I guess that's how I did it years ago. And I did a couple of garments with this stitch. So skip 1, and then I'm going to do it here. So we skip 1, so we try to create that zigzag. So when we knit 5 more rows, that pinch, we're going to do the pinch up here on this one and skip this one, and with the ones that we did, so opposite, to create that zigzag. So this is how it looks like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you just grab this one here and knit those 2 stitches together purlwise. Just go down 2, 3, 4, 5 and knit those stitches together. Knit those two together. Knit the next stitch. Purl those 2 stitches, we're skipping this one. Knit 2. And then you can skip this one, but I'm just doing a demonstration, so otherwise I would just skip it, because when you sew these edges, four, 5. My needle fell. I need that needle. Let me just grab it. Sorry about that. Here we go. Oh, geez. Oh, just fell across. Keeps on falling down. I'm just going to grab this crochet hook. Yeah, you can use a crochet hook too if you're having trouble knitting, grabbing the stitch. This is all to it. You just purl the last stitch, knit the last stitch. So continue knitting another 5 rows like this, and so far this is how it looks like. The pinch, skip 1, and I'll show you on the, after knitting the 5 rows, I'll show you on the wrong side how to skip 1 and then do the pinch. Yeah, this is the back of the work so far. It doesn't look at anything, but yeah, you can see the pinches. You can get the idea like this. This is how it looks like after knitting another 5 rows. So we're going to be doing the pinches on the wrong side. I really don't know what they're called. I'm going to call them the pinches, yeah. Okay. So remember we did the first pinch here. We're going to skip that one. Just knit, purl side, purl way, and knit this one. And we're going to do the pinch on this one. So you go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you grab the stitch. And this is how I do it. Knit these stitches together and grab this stitch and go 5 rows down. 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is how it looks like. So we're going to be knitting this and then purl. We're skipping this because we did the pinch on the previous. Knit 1, and then we're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and knit those stitches together purlwise. 3, 4, 5. This is how I do it. If you if you know a better way, if you feel comfortable doing your way, please do. But this is how I do it. So I skip one, I did the purl stitch, and I'm just going to grab this stitch and go 5 below, rows below, and grab that stitch and knit that together, and that's create that pinch on the front of the work. 3, 4, 5. Skip this one, so just purl stitch, and then grab this one and then go 2, 4, 5. At the beginning it will look confusing, but the more you knit it, this is how it looks like so far, the more you'll feel comfortable. 2, 4, 5. And then we're just gonna skip this one because we did it on the prior rows. Row. Okay. This is how it looks like so far. We did the pinch here, and we did the pinch here, we did the pinch here. So we're skipping one. So on the further row, what you do is you do the pinch on top of this, and it would be like slanting, like crisscross, like this. So this is how it looks like. And like I said, I'm not knitting the whole entire shrug. That will take me weeks to knit it. So this is just a demonstration how to knit it. And I'm going to knit a couple of more rows, and I'll show you how to unravel this purl stitches. If you want to. So continue knitting like this. Remember, we do the pinches every 5 rows. But like I said, I'm not showing you how to knit the cardigan, so this is just a demonstration, just to give you an idea. And I'll meet you here to create the stitch. Okay, we're at the front of the work now, so we're ending this row. We're going to be binding off. So this is how I bind off. I knit 2 stitches together like this, move it to the next, knit 2 together. So here we're going to let this go. This is the fun part, but when we let this go, we have to create a stitch. So we're going to knit an extra, knit 2 together, give it to this stitch, knit 2 together, let this go, knit to replace that. When the stitch that you let go, you knit it double. This is how it looks like so far. Try not to knit 2 together, knit 2 together, let that stitch go to replace that stitch, knit 2 together, knit 2 together, let that purl stitch go, grab that one, we need that stitch to replace. We knit 2 together, 2 together, let that one go. This is how it looks like so far. Let these stitches 2 together. Let that purl stitch go. To replace that stitch, we're going to knit double. The reason we're knitting twice is because it would be tight, right? So we need to replace that stitch. Knit two together. Let that purl stitch go. So this is the trick how to create this lovely stitch. See, I forgot to knit, so that's going to be tight. So I'm just going to knit an extra. Knit two together, two together. Let that stitch go. And this is the last stitch. Okay, so this is where the fun part is. Just gonna... Okay, so this is the front of the work. What we're going to do is we're going to be because of the pinch, it's hard to unravel. Frog, unravel. This is how we do it. And it will unravel all the way. Remember, we did the yarn over, it will stop there. And you do the second thing, you do the same thing here because it's worsted yarn. This is just to show you how it is done. It's not that hard. If you were a beginner, maybe you will find it hard. And this is how it looks like. Yeah, and it will stop all the way where you started the yarn over. Knitting with smaller needles and knitting with lace yarn or finger yarn, it shows more delicate. With the worsted, this is how it looks like. And this, when you open it, this is how it will look like. If you want to do it like 3 knits, you can do that, 5 knits, it's up to you. I'm sure this would be very nice for a baby blanket. See, this is where the pinch is. And this is how you knit this stitch. You just unravel all the way down. It's easy, it's so fun to do it. That's the fun part. It looks like a spider web too. Here we go. And this is how it looks like. I hope this tutorial gave you an idea how to knit this lovely stitch. I just wanted to share it with you. It's very easy and fun, especially the last row. So this is how it looks like. So please share it with your family and friends. Please give me the thumbs up, as it is very difficult to demonstrate and explain. I think I did it okay. Don't you think so? Again, please subscribe, share with your family and friends my tutorials and my YouTube channel. And I will be making different, one-of-a-kind stitches to show you and share with you. And happy knitting!